we're in a deep downturn here. But my sense is that we'll get out of it and we'll turn. These cycles turn. And as I said, this is the sixth one that I've lived through. And maybe it's just due to my history and my perspective and kind of looking back on things. Everybody likes to focus on demand. Demand's on the front page of the newspaper every day. There's 100 of people in here. There's 100 different opinions on where demand's going to be. Supply is a little bit more structural. It's a little bit more fundamental. Spent a ton of time on supply, and I can just tell you that in my years of doing this, I've never had more conviction looking out, 2 to 3 to 5 years, that supply is fixing itself. And you touched on many of the issues, but it will fix, and we will kind of come out of this, and there will be great opportunities. And our sense right now is that the best place to be is very much in the upstream here, in continuing to be in the unconventional shale oil stories here in the United States. And the reason for that is that in one way, this oil price correction has been a great thing for the industry because it's forced, jammed down the throats of the industry to get costs down, and they're doing that via technology. The easy stuff, yes, cutting fat, cutting overhead, trying to make processes efficient. That's fantastic. Some of that is sustainable. Some of that you can carry with you. Some of it you can't. Technology is something that you carry with you for many, many years to come, and adds to your returns and adds to the long-term value of your enterprise. And so the fact that this has really pushed technology. Technology has always been there, has always been part of this, but it's pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, and there's winners and there's losers. There's clear winners and losers in this technology race. It is proving to us, or showing to us, that there are great opportunities, relative opportunities within that space. And when we think about the types of returns that we want to get out of this, I look back to one of the last cycles we went through, which was, say, 2008, 2009. And in March 2009, it felt like it does today. It was just so horrible. The rig count was about where it is right now. You looked around, and you'd be in a room like this, and half the companies weren't drilling. It never felt worse. And I like to pick out a company called Pioneer Natural Resources, which was one of those companies that wasn't drilling. Didn't seem like they were doing much. The stock was trading around $14. The stock's now $140. So you can find great companies, or emerging great companies in this environment, that are building long-term structural growth stories, somewhat regardless of the price. And that's what we're trying to do, and that's what we think sits out there today.